the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. In motion, Hill. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The Niners now at 2-5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Lance. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Fielded at the 20. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync. and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Striker, 3-3.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
10 cycles.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Right's got it. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 are going to throw. Complete to Wright. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 39 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, 49ers 7. Jason Sanders to kick off
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7.
49ers 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to pass. Tua. Forced out to his left. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll go into Brooks as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance able to find Gray here.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Lance now on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Again, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. Well, let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happens, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, 49ers 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On first down, Lance.
Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional, In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Throwing now is Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And cycle.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because
he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Lance. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
McCaffrey running up the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Lance now on 1st down. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
From the 24,
Tua.
And Wilson with it, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Okay, right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the ball. On the ball.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete left side to Gray.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Now Lance going to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Shot. 17.
On 2nd and 10.
Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to take